life. This is the right time to go nature. This is the right time to go nature. As we see that there's still some few panics outside there. Even though the lockdown have been reduced, but in some places we are still locked down. In essence, we are being forced in some place to wear the mask to enter into those public places because they want us to feel like people here is not to be trusted. That maybe once person talk or person breathe too much, that we can contact this thing that they said is outside there. But this is time for us to nurture ourselves more than ever. Me coming to knowledge to know that meat was not actually good for our body. In some studies, they said that meat is an essential part and part of food that we should eat because of our brain, because that is the only food for the brain, meat. But me knowing that we humans were very, very close to those gorillas and those animals that don't feed themselves with meat. Because gorilla is huge today by not eating meat. They do eat only those special plants that they know that is meant for them to eat and to not die by them. I think our own food, our own natural food and spiritual food are the oranges, pineapple, pear, avocados, oranges, coconuts, bananas, watermelons, groundnuts, and those natural things that you can see. Then vegetable also. We can also eat vegetable and we feel alright. There are different kind of vegetable out there. So let us go nature. This is the moment for us to go nature. I'm hearing outside in the public that the lockdown may come again in the second round by October-September period. But who is ready for this? Who is ready to lock themselves down again? And if they can do it the second time, they can even want to do it again the third time. To lock people inside their houses. We are losing many freedom. We are losing more of our freedom, even though many of our freedom have already been stolen, and people are being naive to see what is actually happening. Many of our freedom have already been taken from us in different forms that we think that is the way of life because we just met it like that. Animals don't use money to feed themselves. The animals that we think that we are more powerful than, that we are more consciously than. Animals, they live within themselves. They don't have to pay to eat, to feed themselves, to live among themselves. If not, they will die. No. Capital no. But we humans, we feel and we accept that we must have cash. We must have cash for us to live. Whereby there are many fruits that we can plant, or even the places that there are fruits that we can eat. No places have been locked that no, this place is for the government, no, this place is for farm. We have to plant this thing and sell it to other part of the world. We have to plant this thing, it's not for you guys, you guys should leave it. Even though the land should be given to us. Again, land should be given to every one of us. There's enough to go around. Once we know that, the more we start seeing that many of our freedom have been stolen away from us. That our parents and our grandparents have accepted. But the ones on top, that they feel like they own us, them, they are just taking any land that they wish to take. Then they will put government property on the land. And this is government property. But we we have to go and buy land, we have to sweat, we have to go and do those jobs outside there that most of us are not even happy about before we get those land. So this is the time for us to go nature. Let us eat those plant-based diets the more. Let us eat the organic food. If you want to even cook your food to a minimum stage, not to when everything is overdone. If not, when you overcook your food, you have killed all the old enzymes, all the old benefits that was supposed to be getting in our body. That is why me recently, I don't support the idea of me cooking food that I will eat for 3 days. Mostly these days, I cook food that I will just eat now in the present moment. I'll just eat for a whole single day. Not the one that I will have to put on fire, that I will warm again like many days to come. And like that, we are warming. The more we warm, the more we are softening, the more we are killing those vegetables in our food. Those melon, everything in our food that was supposed to just eat closely to its natural form. So this is time for us to go natural. This is time for us to go in nature also. Being in nature, especially during this summer period, the moment for us to receive the cool natural breeze and the wind and the oxygen of the trees. Under the tree, we get the 100% of the natural oxygen. Because outside where there's no trees, there are more toxicity of fume, of many kind of, what do they call it? Like smoke. In various places, they call smog. They call it smog in this place. In those industrial areas, if you are living in those places, I'll give you an advice. You should look for a nature spot to be most of the time, because when you are living around those industrial side, many fumes are coming out from their engine, and that intoxicates our air that we breathe, that we take into our body. So go into nature. This is the right moment for us to be in nature. And when we're in nature, nature is also going to marry. When we're marry beside the sea, we can plant our feet on those different kind of sand. Let us have contact. Let us communicate with nature with our bare foot. We don't have to wear shoes on our leg every moment, every minute of our life, as they want us to be and want us to feel about the modern age that we are. They say that we are in modern age, but we're actually losing our natural way of living as a species. The animals, all of them, they are living their natural way. That's why we see animals, they go in order to go and hunt for their food by themselves without them trying to sit down on the table and plan, communicate. You go this way, go this way. No. Them, they have that natural instinct. But they have made us to lose our own human instinct. Let us start communicating more with nature. Let us start feeling those energy of trees. Let us start having relationship with nature, because nature is all that we have, and that is what is really keeping us alive. If it's not of the sand, the trees, the energy of the trees, the plant that we plant, all those things, we can't be here. If it's not of the sun that we receive on our crop, we can't harvest our crop. So let us be more in nature, more this period, so that anything that they may want to put in our hair, in our skies, we can overcome them. Because at the end of the day, we should all know that we are one with the universe and with nature. And with this, you will be superly loved and superly protected when you have followed the nature, the natural instinct of man. And me, I'm still learning more about the natural instinct of man, about nature. And you too. Go into nature more. Let us start changing our world around us into a positive one. Let us disappoint them. We are here to live the good life. Peace. The good life.